Hey everyone, Grandmaster Ben Finegold. I've had a lot of complaints that I'm not making enough videos. So I'm going to try to make 3 videos tonight because I played in a 3-round tournament and I wanted to make a separate video for each game. But I don't know how the internet is here or how things are going. I'm staying at the Chase Park Plaza, about a block and a half from the chess club. And the internet's okay, but I mean, if it takes 3 hours to put it on YouTube, then I'll make 1 video tonight or 0. Okay, so I played in the 2-on-2 team championship with my son Spencer. We tied for first. We won all of our matches, but there were 22 teams and there were 3 rounds. So 3 teams tied for first, winning all their matches. We were one of them. And I'm going to show you my games. Okay, and this tournament took place at the chess club here in St. Louis. I'm here for the whole month. I'm the resident grandmaster. You can actually go to the Chess Club and Scholastic Center of St. Louis's YouTube page, and I have some videos there posted already from this month. So you can watch me in different formats. Also, I think over the last 4 weeks, I've had 2 or 3 videos on chess.com. If you're not a member, then you can watch a minute and then it disappears. Okay, so I was white against Howard. I think it's Granok. He's 1,300. There weren't a lot of strong players in the tournament. There were probably, of the 44 players, maybe 6 or 7 who were over 2,000, and then a lot of players who were not as good. Okay, so I played e4, as you can see. And my opponent, I thought he played chess, but okay. Okay, by the French defense. I don't play e4 a lot, but I play occasionally. And I'm playing a 1,300, so I figure I'll do what I want. I play the advanced variation, which I usually play. Sometimes I take on d5. I do both. And we got this position, which is the main line. In this position, white can also play bishop e2 or a3. It's very common. Okay, now here, black always plays c takes d4 or bishop d7 or both. My opponent, I guess, was out of his theoretical knowledge, so he played knight g7. That's already a mistake because you're blocking your bishop on f8. So when they can't play bishop takes c5, and sometimes when they can, you take on c5, which I did, because black doesn't want to make a lot of queen moves, but that's what happens after knight ge7. Okay, my castle. And now black made what I would call the losing move. I don't think black's losing here. Black's just worse. But he played g6. Probably he should move his knight off of e7, either g6 or f5. I think I prefer g6. I would even consider moving my queen back to b6 here. Okay, so g6, which is positional mistake. It loses time. And now I harass the queen. This was a strange point in the game because black has to play queen b6, and he thought at least 5 minutes. So I'm not sure what the other move is. I guess he could sack a piece with knight takes b4, but that's the worst sack I've seen, this game. Okay, so he has to play queen b6. Okay, bishop e3. I thought he would play either queen c7 or queen d8. The engine says they're about the same, but he played d4, which shocked me. And I should just take with a pawn, but I didn't understand why I shouldn't take with a knight. And it's funny, I guess my opponent didn't either. d4 actually vacates the d5 square. And white's winning no matter what he does, but knight takes was probably the worst way to take, because now black can play knight d5. And then, I mean, I'd rather have white, but it's like the engine says 1.3 or 1.4. So it's not winning, it's like barely winning. Okay, he played queen d8. I don't understand why he played d4 if he's going to play queen d8. He could play queen d8 have his d pawn. Okay, and I got a little funny here. I could do anything and be a pawn up, but I like bishop g5. It pins his knight. I want to play bishop f6. And he played knight takes d4, so I threw in a Zwischenzug, bishop to f6. Now, I want to go back because I want to tell you something funny. After the move d4, when I turned on the engine to look to see if I had blundered or he blundered this game, the first move it gave as the best move was knight b d2. So this is a good way to catch cheaters if you're playing online or in real life. If somebody plays knight b d2, they're cheating, because that's not a move a human would ever think of. But okay, the idea is to play knight c4, knight d5, knight d6, and Actually, after a while, it doesn't play knight d2, but it still likes it. But, man, if I'm playing a blitz game, my opponent plays knight d2, and the computer gives that as the best move for like 5-6 seconds. Okay. Anyway, I took bishop g5. I threw in a Zwischenzug here. It wasn't necessary, but it was good. Bishop f6. If he saves his knight on d4, I take his rook, so he played rook g8. And I'm still a pawn up, and his king is sort of helpless. So here I really want to keep my f6 pawn because it's really annoying. It stops his king and rook from getting anywhere. So I played knight e4. He took his pawn back. And a lot of moves are winning here. I decided my rook was on a1, so we'll put it in the center somewhere. And actually hoping for queen takes b4 because I have this really tricky move, bishop b5, that I wanted to play. So obviously I'm threatening knight d6 check. That's the point of bishop b5, is to get out of the way of my knight. I'm threatening rook take. I have my queen. Rook takes c6 as a threat, and he can't take either piece. If he takes my bishop, obviously knight d6 check, forks his king and queen, and queen takes e4 loses to queen d6, and I'm threatening queen e7 mate. So that's immediately winning. Okay, that's what I thought would happen. I thought queen takes b4 was likely because the other capture, knight takes b4, just loses the queen. To a typical French idea, I attack his queen and I put him in check. So I figured he's take my pawn one or the other. One way loses the queen, so that seems sort of terrible. Okay, but he played queen d8, and the computer doesn't like my move at first, but it's incredibly winning. I think it's the best move. It says a lot of moves are +5, +6, because his king is so bad. But I played bishop b5, and I'm threatening rook takes c6, and knight d6 check is probably good. And trading queens doesn't really ease the pressure, because all my pieces are perfect. And there's no real move here. If it's my move, I'll play rook takes c6. So he played bishop d7, which is actually the computer move, but it's like incredibly winning for me, +5, +6. King f8's best, but it's still losing to knight takes b7, which I played anyway. Every capture wins. I played a non-capture. Actually, maybe rook takes c6 doesn't win. Ugh, wrong again. And I win a piece, and he didn't resign until the end. But, yeah. And I'm threatening to play rook d4 mate here. So he played e5, stopping rook d4 mate, and then I play rook d5, threatening rook a5 mate. The only defense to rook a5 mate is a5, and then I play knight c5 mate. So after rook d5, he resigned. So that was a relatively easy game. My opponent played the opening incorrectly and then got in a lot of trouble. And I was able to do sort of what I wanted because I was already up a pawn pretty early. And I just kept attacking and made sure my king was safe. So it was a mismatch, of course. My rating's almost twice as high as his. But it's good for you guys to see when a game where somebody's almost certain going to win because they're 1,000 points higher rated. But you get to see like how the difference in the thinking that we do. I castled early and got a safe king. He never castled, and his rook stayed on a8 the whole game, and his other rook went to g8, which isn't really a big improvement. And you can see I used all my pieces when I attacked. So, okay, pretty easy first game. My son also had an easy first game. And, well, I haven't made videos in a while, but if you go to chess.com or you go to the Chess Club and Scholastic Center of St. Louis and go to their YouTube page, you can see some stuff I've made recently. I'll make some more videos here, of course. We're still going to open in September, so keep coming in with the donations. We need to do a lot of work on the Chess Center to make it look nice and to get the nice equipment. We just ordered chess clocks, 50 chess clocks. I think we're going to get them in the next 3 or 4 days. So we'll have all of our sets and clocks, and then we're going to need, tables and chairs. Who would have thunk it for a chess center? But we're going to need them. All right. So remember, go to atlchessclub.com/donate, and no donation is too large. Don't forget that. And stay tuned. There could be another video soon if I can get this hotel's internet and my software and I don't fall asleep. All right. Look out for the next video, and see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And let's see, you follow me now? Nope. All right. See you guys later. Bye.